In the upper 80s for highs, even now we're at 87 in New Orleans. And notice the humidity a little lower than it could be for sure. A lot of times, of course, in the summer, our dew point temperature, that's one measure of humidity, is way into the 70s. It's only in the upper 60s now, and we may see it go down even further next week when we get a little cool front. Not a huge deal, but it will be something I think to look forward to. And hey, we'll take a little cold front, even if it's not a big break, I think, instead of anything tropical, because we could see tropical threats right now, but we don't have any. Yet another week we have nothing coming at us from the Gulf or anywhere else. Temperatures in the 80s right now. Here's our live radar. Tiny flare up of a shower near Homa. Other than that, one very close to Baton Rouge. And other than that, we're really not seeing all that much rain anymore. So the next 8 hours bring us eventually from the 80s into the 70s. And tonight looks mainly quiet overnight. Mostly clear skies. The moon was officially full last night, but tonight it's going to look just as good pretty much. Our North Shore low upper 60s perhaps like this morning, or very close to 70, and south of the lake we'll look for middle or even lower 70s. Tomorrow, I still have about a 30% chance, so not everyone will see rain, but there is a chance for some spotty showers or storms with highs probably once again around 87. Looking at our high resolution model so you can make your plans for Sunday, we're still going to have the big upper low shift a little to the north, so that will bring that more northwesterly and westerly flow, and that will be a drier kind of flow instead of those south winds from the Gulf of Mexico. So this is part of why we're not going to see as much rain around in the next couple of days before we get that cool front coming in Monday into Tuesday. So tomorrow, 1 p.m., little bit of rain possible. This model has a few showers or storms by 5 and 6 p.m., but notice not a whole lot of widespread rain. Tomorrow, it does look like they might not be moving so much, so there will be a chance, even if there's only a spotty shower or storm, to get some decent rain totals underneath that, maybe even some brief street flooding under anything that does form tomorrow. But again, not everyone will see rain tomorrow by any means. Here's the exciting part. Here's all the moist air as we head into tonight. Here is some drier air off in the corner of the map here, and by Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to see all the blues you can see here indicating the dry air invading our part of the Gulf Coast. So that's going to be a different feel, and even by the middle and end of the week, we may see that dry air actually lingering for a bit before the humidity goes back up. Looking at the dew point temperatures, notice kind of in the humid range through Monday, and then boom, pretty drastic drop. Now, it's not going to be a beautiful October, super crisp and dry feeling kind of cold front, but I do think we'll be able to notice that little bit of a lower humidity and little bit of lower moisture content. Our dew point temperatures will be going from the 70s probably into the lower 60s. Once you get into the 50s and 40s, that's when you really start to feel that fall, very dry air. So we'll be close, but again, we'll take it, I think, instead of anything tropical. Now, here is Earl. It is a post-tropical storm now. It is not a fully tropical system. Notice all the clouds and the rain spreading out away from the center, and it also has some frontal features. It's not fully a tropical storm at this point, or a hurricane at this point, a tropical system. So that is not going to be covered by the National Hurricane Center anymore. Eventually, it will continue to weaken. The other spot that we're watching is very much over the continent of Africa right now, and only will emerge in the Atlantic by Monday. And then it will have a low chance of developing in 5 days. But model's not doing too much with this one, and it is really far out. So we'll track it. We'll keep you updated. Right now, it's super far. Tropical climatology, of course, today and this week will be the peak of the season when you look at the average numbers for Atlantic Basin seasons for hurricanes. But we aren't seeing any real action, and only that one spot that might develop. Can't wait to get to this October time, and then, of course, into November when we start to see the activity decrease. But I must say the long-range models still have things pretty quiet going out another 2 weeks. Of course, that's not entirely reliable when you get that far out. With the models, they tend to get less and less reliable the further out in time you go, but it is kind of nice to see, I must say. 7-day forecast showing less humid air and slightly lower temperatures, especially for those mornings by Tuesday and Wednesday of the